Hey there, happy day 900. Shift you now, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom. My journey in order world of business. Today, up at the cabin for the weekend with my amazing granddaughter and my sister and my mom, and we're just hanging out and having fun. It's actually totally thunderstorming right now. What we're going to do today, but we'll find something fun to do. Get Up and Go Challenge today was all about our story, our situation. What's our current situation? What's the story we're telling ourselves now versus what do we want our story and our situation to be? And we went deep into some of our beliefs and some of the past way we behaved and thought about things and how that impacts our current situation and how we view it, and our how it even impacts how and what we see for our future. So we went a little deeper, this time through the SOAP model. We're doing the SOAP framework. We're talking about and just going a little deeper than we did last week. We're attacking, I'm actually going through a financial situation, financial example or wealth example for people, because I think it's prominent on everybody's mind. Until we get our financial and our physical and our base needs met, nothing else matters. So this time through the framework, we are going to do financial. And challenging for most people because we have so many weird stories that we tell ourselves about finances and belief and deserving and value and worth and crazy things that other people outside of us have impacted us, or stories that we've told ourselves, or experiences we've had when we were younger that just don't apply anymore. Yeah, that somebody hurt our feelings when we were 7, but do we still want to use that 7-year-old belief and feeling to be making decisions for our life now? Probably not. Fun challenge today was all about your last name and if you love it or hate it. Entertaining last names. Mine is Horne, H-O-R-N-E, in a family of all girls, which was Horny told when we were little, sexual innuendos when we were in high school, and then I didn't like my name so much. I definitely didn't like the neighbors teasing us and calling us Horny toad, unless in high school when people were giving my sisters and I a hard time about our name. It's not like you have any choice of your name. Your parents gave it to you. I guess you can change your name. I have a friend that I never realized until, and I've known her for like 11 years, we've been friends, and I never knew that she made up her own name. She made up her own name for the online world and the business world, and I never knew it. I think it's really funny that I never knew anybody that actually changed their name. But she's like, yeah, I don't like my name, so I changed it. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Talk about empowerment. Today, our fun challenge was all about, do you love or do you hate your name, and what do you love or hate about it, and sharing that. So I, of course, shared my horny stories, or my horn stories, or horny toad stories. Our idiom today was really actually a good one. Up at the cabin, my dad always wanted a totem pole. He passed away 5 years ago, but he always wanted a totem pole. This is the closest I can get, is this little wooden bear up here. And it's, you know, he always was attracted to that, but he also, because our favorite restaurant, shout out to the Lonesome Pine up here, had this beautiful totem pole when we first started coming up here to Deerwood, Minnesota. And a storm, not unlike the one we're having right now, actually knocked that totem pole over and broke it off. And so they replaced it with this beautiful pine tree totem. It's just a giant lonesome pine, which is more appropriate to the name than the old totem pole. But ever since then, we have a fine affinity for totem poles. Well, it turns out that the low man on the totem pole saying isn't even founded in reality. And a comedian in 1940 used it as a joke, and it caught on, and everybody started using the expression, the low man on the lowest or least important member in an organization. And it's not even what it meant. In Native American culture, the height or where it was positioned on the totem pole didn't mean it was less or more important. It is a carving of different symbols that mean different things in different cultures. And so it was like one of those things that gets passed. Everybody believes, and it's true. Think at one point, we all believed the world was flat. We knew that we found out that that wasn't true, and the whole world changed because of that. And so it's just a reminder to me and to everybody else that before we pass something on, before we just automatically believe it, I'll tell you another one that I've always doubted, and I just found out for a fact that it's not founded in scientific fact or proof at all. And that is the belief that it's almost universal now, that it takes 21 days to form a new habit. Now, if you've ever tried to form a new habit or done a new habit and tried it and experimented on yourself, you will find out that that's complete and utter nonsense. At 21 days, so many people believe it that it's crazy. And it's really interesting. Dennis Waitley, I was listening to him, and I followed Dennis Waitley throughout his career, and he was saying, utter nonsense. The 21-day habit came from another motivational speaker who shall remain nameless that said it, and other motivational speakers, other people, since they borrow and share information and sayings from one another, adopted it and then started spewing it out to thousands and thousands and probably millions of people, and it caught on. And now everybody almost believes it takes 21 days to form a new habit, 21 days to this, 21 days to that. Complete and utter BS, not founded on science, not founded on anything. One motivational speaker just said it. One comedian just said it, and millions of people have come to believe it. Just reminds us to think for ourselves, question for ourselves, and make sure we're finding out what really matters and what's really true versus passing on gossip and opinions and other crap that doesn't mean anything. So I will continue to say, think for yourself, find out. Don't just make judgments and rash opinions based on what other people have said or non-prejudice sources, because guess what? Our media, everybody, your friends, your neighbors, you, me, we are all impacted and prejudiced by our own experiences and our own beliefs. And instead of spewing them to other people, maybe we should think before we speak and think before we share and wonder, well, is that even really true for me? Does that even matter? Because a lot of times it doesn't. We're passing it around like it's fact. I have some relatives that speak with authority as if everything that comes out of their mouth is 100% absolute fact. And it's really funny. It drives me nuts, but I just laugh because they actually believe it. But they're spewing out their opinions and judgments and doling out their authority and information as if it's facts, and it's just their opinions. So keep in mind to be vigilant and pay attention to who you listen to, what you feed your mind, and always, always, always be true to and decide for yourself. All right, have an amazing day. That's all I've got today. I'm going to hang out at the cabin and do my usual fun things. I'm doing a couple of challenges. I'm doing my Get Up and Go challenge, but I'm also participating in a couple that it's really fun. I love challenges. I love personal development and growth for me, because the more I grow, the more I have to share with you. Have an awesome, amazing day. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow.